Happy Sunday, everyone. 14th of October, 2021. Sunday, it's really late. It's a lot later than I normally come on. Hope everyone's well and keeping warm. I had a nice Remembrance Sunday, Kindness Sunday. I hope everyone's good. Feels like it's been a very long week. How's everyone been? I feel like I've achieved something. I did my third round of chemo on Friday, so I'm halfway there. So I'm really pleased to say I managed to get through it. I was really fatigued this week. It might be because I tried for the very first time to do some fasting before my chemo. Not sure if it's going to be beneficial. I just kind of try to ready my body for a bit more nutrients. So I was having things like herbal teas and juices with things like beetroot and stuff, just trying to be healthy. I don't think there's any studies on humans, but I just wanted to try something, so that's what I did. I'm not a medical professional, so I wouldn't recommend it, but I just did it for myself. It did make me feel really weak and sleepy, so I'm not sure if I'd do it for that long again. But it did make me feel a lot sort of lighter. Not been feeling that great this week, but so I've been trying to go out into nature, so that's helped me a lot. Spoke to Macmillan, and I got diagnosed with moderate depression, which is all sort of situational, pretty normal. One of my friends said to me, Skye, if you're not feeling crap about what's going on, then it wouldn't be normal really. So I know a lot of us this time of year to either get sad and like the SAD, or they get really sort of with the weather, they just get really changing weather. Everyone's mood just kind of fluctuates. But yeah, hopefully I'm going to get through this once all my treatments are out the way. I've been feeling really nauseous since my chemo. If I'm honest, I've been on my sofa here for the last 2 days. And I've been asleep pretty much all day. This morning I had to take my son. He's in the cadets, so he was at the Remembrance parade this morning. So I came back, I was just on the sofa and I just couldn't move. So, and unfortunately my daughters were having this lovely yogurt that I love. This really lovely mango papaya onka yogurt, and I had like 3 bites of it and it just turned my stomach. When you're having chemo, you're not supposed to have prebiotics or any live bacteria, and it just slipped my mind. So felt very sick. I had a breakfast and I've just eaten something now. Just had some plain mashed potato with mashed yam and a bit of hummus. Couldn't manage anything else. And I've managed to catch up with lots of people today that I hadn't messaged back because it's just been so tired. So that was good. Got to speak to some people. Hi Sandeep. Hi Nicola. Hi everyone. Hi Prit. Hey. If you've got any questions, let me know. It's funny, when somebody I met through Instagram, Dina, she goes under the name Demisty Life. She sent me some nose clips. They're like essential oil nose clips, and I had one on today after I started feeling sick, and Paul said I look like one of those skater kids. So this one's lemon. She sent me a few to try. It's called Eye Sense. She's like a UK distributor of them, and it helped. I don't know if this helped or the mint tea helped, or if they helped together, but they made me feel so much less nauseous. But yeah, I'm on anti-sickness drugs as well, so it's hard to say, but they smell nice. So thank you, Dina, for these. Yeah, lovely. I tried to fast because I'm getting a lot of bloatedness. So you get something called Chemo Belly when it comes to having either prostate cancer, ovarian cancer, or breast cancer in my case. Other cancers with chemo, you tend to lose weight, but with the hormone induced cancers, they're kind of, because you're being given the opposite kind of hormones to counteract what you're going through. I think, it just results to the chemo belly. So that's not very nice. I went to the Macmillan office at the hospital, and they gave me a couple of thank you so much, Nicola. They gave me a couple of books. One was about coping with fatigue, and I haven't read that yet. I just haven't had time. And the other one was the weight gain with chemo with breast cancer. So if anyone's got any tips to help with managing weight with hormone-induced cancers, let me know. Hi Shilpa, hi Amina. I've been trying some holistic stuff, walking out into nature. I hugged a tree twice this week. That made me feel really good. I've been really blessed. But one of my friends just came round and sorted the kids' hairs out for school, and then my mum actually came round and took the kids, so I didn't have to take them tomorrow because Paul's on early shifts this week, which means I can have a lie-in tomorrow, because I can drive. I don't know if I should drive, because this week twice I've put eggs to boil on the stove and then left them to boil dry, and I actually made some salmon for Paul, and that went dry. I forgot that it was in the oven. So I'm really not been quite with it. So thank you to everyone that's been checking in on me, and all my friends and family that have been able to either go on a walk with me or send me something encouraging messages and help practically as well. So it's tough, isn't it? It's so scary and such a tough journey, and everyone kind of has their own. It's very lonely, so it's very traumatic going through any medical diagnosis, and I just find solace speaking to people that are going through similar journeys, and you do bond over that familiarity. I was crying in my chemo session on Friday because there's this guy next to me on my right, and he's my age. Jumped on a train. I think he lives somewhere not too local, North London, and he came down to the hospital to have his chemo, and he's my age, and bless him, he's stage 4, and he's got less than 18 months, and he's got little kids. It's just heartbreaking. And all those feelings came back to me, like when I got diagnosed, to say, well, because your life does flash past you. You do think, I'm not ready yet. I'm not going to see my kids get married. I'm not going to get to see my grandkids. And this poor man, it's just like, we just don't know what people are going through. And he's just sitting there smiling and, just having biscuits and offering me a digestive in the chemo suite. So because it is different, because now with COVID you can't take people in with you, so obviously I don't know what it was like pre-COVID, because I've gone through this in COVID. So you just end up talking to the other patients next to you, you share stories and stuff, and it's people are going through a lot. People are going through a lot. So I asked them every week, if anything comes to mind that I want to mention, I put into this little book, and I asked Dylan to come down and bring me the book, and he brought down another book that my friend Helen had given me a couple of weeks ago, Well, actually, she gave it to me before, when I had surgery. She came over and saw me at my mum's and came to the garden about EFT. She's an EFT practitioner, and these women here are EFT masters. I must admit, I don't know if anyone else feels like this, but I really like EFT, but I don't like the title of this book, even though I have cancer. It kind of puts me off opening the book sometimes. I think that just might be my own inner issue with the title, but I've done a bit of tapping and sometimes it helps. I don't know if that's something anyone out there would want to try. So yeah, it's that's kind of all I really had to say. I've really been sleeping. I actually was talking to a woman in the Macmillan office, and she said that because I said I haven't lost all my eyebrows. They've gone all funny shapy, but I haven't lost my eyebrows or my eyelashes yet. And she and another woman did tell me that they lost them at the end of their chemo cycles. So I've got another 3 cycles left. So we'll see what happens. But I have booked myself onto a Look Good, Feel Better workshop, and I've heard they've got really good tips. So I'm looking forward to that. And actually, I'm really pleased to say that, I don't know if anyone's been following the lives here, but a couple of weeks back, I explained that the nurses manually do my chemo, but the machine that they procured came in. So I had my chemo dispensed through this machine now. So it was really cool, which meant that I could speak to the patient next to me as opposed to the nurse, which was really nice. So yeah, I am getting there. It's not easy. I've got lots of weddings to look forward to. Thanks, Shilpa. My brother's getting married next year, so hopefully, it's been postponed for like 3 years because of COVID, or 2. But okay, thank you. So Amina has mentioned there is a website called Untitled.me, and they're brilliant and have an app to help with fatigue. So I'm going to look at that. Yeah, my brother's getting married as well. So so I'm trying. Do you know what? I was very much closing myself off from the world because I don't know what to do with myself because of, you're vulnerable, how close do you get to people. And I'm okay. Thanks, Hayley. I'm okay. Getting on with it. What can we do? Like, even if you've got a flu or whatever, you've got to just get on with it. We've got to take our kids to school. We've got to make sure they're fed and watered. We've got to help them with their reading. I'm really lucky that I have my mum nearby and I've got Paul. Do you know what? And that's another thing. I know quite a number of people that are going through this sort of thing now, obviously being through it myself, that are doing it all by themselves, and, they're single parents, or they're not with their kids and they have their kids part-time, and they just don't have that support. And as much as I do have Paul, last week was a very bad week for me and him because I'd been so frustrated. And my mum actually said, why is it that since you've been diagnosed and stuff, you've just been like really snapping at her and Paul? And I guess I was just really frustrated, so I had to check myself and apologise. But it does affect your relationship because your partner is, you're kind of venting off on them, and they're trying to navigate it as well. And your partner is, or your husband or your wife or your girlfriend or whoever you're with, they're very much trying their best to support you and hold the household up, and then they don't often get supported as well. So I've been very conscious, and I've messaged a couple of Paul's, like one of his friends, and one of my really good friends, her partner's going to go out with him for a drink, because people, and even my friend rang the other day and she works for the NHS, and she said that because people forget about your partner, don't they? So because he's still got to work and he still runs the kids around to clubs and stuff as well, as where I can't all the time. And you know, it's not easy because one person will be in a worse state. So yeah, anyway, I just thought I'd put that out there. So thank you all for checking in. Thank you all for following in. If you've got any messages or questions, or if there's anything I can do to encourage anyone out there, then yeah, please feel free to reach out and message me. Yeah, it might be the side effects of the drugs, but I won't play on that too much. Oh no, yeah, body image is really, really difficult. So I was really conscious. In fact, I felt really, I tell you what, I felt lonely because my husband's too scared to, like, case, I think I just kind of felt really lonely because I didn't have him to talk to because he was working late. So then I'll be home with the kids. And I read today that I'm supposed to be taking it easy. So it's a bit late for that. If anyone who knows me knows I'm mad. Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you, Hayley. Thank you, Pret. Thank you, Dee. Yeah, and bless Paul as well. He's, yeah, we had a heart-to-heart and he said he really does love me, and I was just crying so much. I felt, you know, I feel like even if you've got people all around you, it can be very lonely because it's just so hard. It's just so mentally a lot to deal with. I know from speaking to some other cancer patients that it's not until after all your surgery sometimes and your chemo that there are a lot of, you know, it just ends, and then people just, it dawns on them and then they lose it. And I heard that, I don't know if it's Macmillan, somebody does like a hope, like kind of 6-week workshop. It might be Cancer Research, it might be Macmillan, I don't know. I think if I can look it up, I'll put it in the notes with everything else. Thank you. We try. We both do try. But yeah, sending everyone lots of love. Have a good week ahead, and yeah, stay safe. Stay healthy. Look after yourselves. And I'll see you next week. Thank you. Good night. Hi everyone. I'm on here a lot later than normal. Sunday, and we have been watching an audience with Adele. She's amazing. Love her songs, love her voice. So we was just watching that on ITV. So yeah, I think her new album's dropping. Can't wait to hear it. So yeah, we have had a late hi Kay, hi Andrea, hi Leah. We've had a really late Sunday. The kids have just finished their dinner. It's like 9:00. I tried to cook dinner tonight because we had 3 kids with 3 football matches all at the same, all 10 minutes apart at the same sort of time today, which meant we were just running around in circles. I went along with Paul and the kids. And then I went to Ria's game and she scored a goal, the only goal for the game, which was amazing. But it was freezing and I had to go. Today has been amazing. The sun has been shining, but I just didn't realise how cold it was. So if anyone else was at football today, I really feel for you because I was freezing. Hi, Keith. I was so cold at football today that I had to go sit in the car for the last 10 minutes. In fact, I said Dylan's game was called off and he sat in the car with the little two. And he had to sit in the car with them and watch Netflix because it was that cold. And then we ended up going to KFC for a late lunch. Yeah, today was freezing at football, which ended up meaning that dinner was late tonight. And I was trying to cut broccoli and I chopped my finger. And then Paul had to finish the dinner. I was just like, I'm not in the right space to be cooking. Yeah, it's beautiful sunshine today. So yeah, I cut my finger. It's still kind of bleeding. I've just taken the plaster off my finger. But yeah, I didn't use a plaster. I just used some gauze and then Ria found me some tape. I was jumping up and down, like trying to keep warm. And then I couldn't stop my nose from running. So I had to go in the car. and sit in the car and put the heating on. So yeah, the kids have had a really late Sunday, and we had leftover birthday cake because it was Dylan's birthday. We had leftover birthday cake for afters tonight, which was nice. Yeah, I needed a break from cooking. Mind you, I cheated. We went to Lidl's and bought one of those chickens that you just bung in the oven. They're already cooked and they're just like spatchcock chicken things. So we just did veg to go with it. But yeah, Paul did the gravy, so that was something. The whole week has been a bit of a blur. I've literally just been forcing myself to do nothing because my brain has just been mush. Mum's been helping me on the school runs, and I've been so not with it that my brother came yesterday to see me, and I was asleep here, and he came upstairs to see me, and I didn't even know he'd been. I didn't even know he was talking to me. Excuse me. And my mum said that I walked straight past her. She moved the car at the school. I managed to walk the kids in once this week. And she said, Skye, you literally walked past me, smiled in my face and walked straight past me. And she had to get out of the car and call me. And I didn't even realise. I didn't even realise I'd looked at her, and I just walked past my own mother. So yeah, really, it's been a really blurry week. Just showed me how much I needed to rest. My cousin actually came and saw me, and I hadn't seen her for 8 years properly. And she said to me, as Capricorns, because I'm a Capricorn, we like to do things. We like to keep busy and stuff. And when it comes to our health, a couple of people have said it to me actually. So I am very much taking note, because I can definitely see my body's being affected. That when we're going through this, we definitely need to rest. So, yeah, my chemo finishes in Jan. Then I have radiotherapy for 2 weeks. So for that time, I'm gonna just really rest. But if anyone that knows me always knows that I've always been a busy person, and it's really, really hard. But today, I don't know if it's because I went to football and I was standing in the cold, or if it's because I finished my injections this morning, my white blood cell injections I have to give myself in my stomach. But my lower spine really, really hurts really badly. And even just walking up the stairs. Friday, my mum took me to the temple, and it was a special event. She took me to the Gurdwara. It's Guru Nanak Dev Ji's birthday, and I went up. I couldn't even walk. I was struggling. So it's definitely crippling, taking, chemo. So yeah, just been sleeping loads, watching loads of TV. Somebody told me to visualize gold, and that certain colours are healing. So I'm trying to practice that, but I don't quite know what I'm supposed to be doing. So if anyone's got any tips, I know, Keith, I need to sit my ass down and chill out. Hi, Prit. Hi, Mamta. It's going okay when I'm not cutting my finger and walking past people I know and just not hearing or seeing them. So yeah, with injections, I don't know if I really feel for people that have to have injections. I know some people have help, so have like family members give them injections and stuff. I've just been doing it myself. I don't think anyone will ever get used to taking injections. I definitely feel really fat this week as well. So chemo is not is making me look a lot healthier, I think, than normal. But getting told how well I look. So I don't know if people are just being nice, but yeah, I don't mind that. It helps me feel better about myself. I did finish a book. I was Pauline gifted me a book. This book of this woman in Trinidad who went through breast cancer. Her name's Pula, and do you know what? I really enjoyed reading this book because it reminded me a lot of what I've been through. and how my kids don't like me wearing wigs, and how it, you know, the chemo journey is very crippling, and just the whole feeling betrayed by your body, finding out you have breast cancer and stuff. So I've really enjoyed reading this book, so thank you. And this woman, she had breast cancer in 2009, and she's still cancer free, and she lost, I think, both her breasts, I remember, and she's amazing. She's an advocate for breast cancer. And actually, I wanted to read something from her book. She mentions that breast cancer changed her daily rhythm. It dumped her into the shoes of others so that she could live and experience the sufferings of the elderly, the crippled, the forgetful, the helpful, the helpless, the famished, the pained, the depressed, and the frustrated. And I can really resonate with that. It definitely reevaluated her priorities in life. She meditated, relaxed, prayed, played music, learnt new skills and stuff. And this really resonated with me. And she does go on to say that in her book, which is called Once Upon My Chest, that everyone deals with a cancer diagnosis differently. Many people see the disease as a private issue that shouldn't be publicised. Some prefer to talk to family and friends or counsellors. Some share their experiences openly or write about it in the hope of assisting others. And some people choose to journal, write personal journals as a therapy for healing, while others go into denial and refuse to deal with the disease until it's too late. Being open or being private with one's illness is a personal choice. And it can be difficult talking to people who do not understand what you're going through or who can't help you. Worse yet, as a patient, you sometimes don't understand what's happening to your own life and need to come to terms with the diagnosis. And these were some of the emotions that spurred her to write. And it's a bit like me with the little series that I do here. It's my healing journey. It might be something that I might look into, watching again later down the line. Hopefully I can help people. Hi Goppy, hi everyone, hi Dee. But yeah, it's really, it's debilitating, but it is also, it really does, the best way to describe it is it's a roller coaster that you didn't buy a ticket for. So definitely, so that's what it is. And so yeah, if you kind of are going through something, then, you know, you're going to find your own way gradually through it. And it's taken me some time. It's a really short amount of time. So this woman, Pula, who wrote the book, her breast cancer journey was like 8 months. Mine started end of June. And then really quickly, like we're in November now. I had a water bottle, so my back's really, really hurting. So I've taken some ibuprofen tonight. The sickness has subsided. My first week's calmed down now. So yeah, that's me. Paul's off tomorrow, which is great. So Mum's back at work. So yeah, I'm just still getting lots of help from the school mums, which is great, and some local friends, which is amazing. It's a challenge, you know. Some days you're I really want to go out and do more stuff, so I've made a decision, like now and then I will start going out and doing bits and pieces, because I could quite easily get ill from my own children, because if anyone that knows me here knows, you know, both my mum and my husband work on public transport, and I've got kids that go to different transitions at school and classes, and they could easily bring stuff home. So actually Wednesday we did go out for dinner. None of us wanted to go out, but we went out for a family meal to a local Chinese buffet, and it was really quiet because we left out about 7:30. It was to celebrate my son's birthday. And yeah, so it was interesting. I probably ate too much stuff that I haven't eaten in a while, like unhealthy stuff. So I've come out in a breakout and stuff, but hey, You only live once. So no, you live every day and you only die once. So I'm just gonna be good 80% of the time, or maybe 20. I haven't quite decided yet. So yeah, that's my little update. If anyone's got any questions or want to ask me anything, Keith, I'm gonna ring you. I have you on my list to ring. Yes, it's just I'm not great at the moment at remembering to call. So, but I will get there. I'm getting there. I can't even recognise me mum when I'm walking past her. Oh no. Thank you so much for sharing that, Dee. Yes, Amina, yeah, I'm trying. So what I was trying to say, was I really wanted to go for walks. And what I'm finding is it's really hard to walk, or it's hard to get out the house. And but if I have to take the kids somewhere, then I would force myself out. But why is it that I don't do stuff for myself? And I know it's as easy as just putting headphones on and just going for a walk. But it's difficult. So I actually have I'm actually speaking to somebody this week, actually. So hopefully that will help me get in the right frame of mind to get out of the house. Yeah, I'm having the time of my life. I've just had egg-free cake as well. Chinese buffet, KFC, yeah, living life. Oh, I will definitely speak to you soon, Keith. So, yeah, that was me. Got to get these kids to bed with Paul. Actually, our 13-year-old, he's not even 13 yet, Simeon, he is at a 13th birthday party. They have these parties now where it's like a miniature club. So Paul's going to go out and pick him up. And they've got an inset day at school tomorrow, so he's not at school. But these kids have such a social life. And we're just glorified taxi drivers. So I'm really glad that it's not affecting... well, it is affecting the kids, but it's not affecting the kids. So, it's affecting the kids because they can see I'm not great. It's hard on the family, but we're still trying to let them have, positive experiences and go out and about and do their thing as well, and not let it impact them as much as possible. So, hi, Leanna. Thanks for joining my live. So that was me this evening. And if anyone's got any questions, as always, just drop me a message. Hopefully between now and next week, I don't cut myself again and I'm in one piece. See you next week. Bye. Welcome to Skye, a Sunday with Skye. Welcome. No one's on here at the minute, so it's just me talking to myself. How does everyone like my eyebrows? Hi, Shilpa. Hi, Louise. How does everyone like my eyebrows? I got my eyebrows done. Hi, Sonia. I got my eyebrows done on Friday. I managed to get energy to come out of the house. Thanks, Shilpa. And I actually dropped the kids to school on Friday. I've been tired all week. Hi, Dee. I've been sleeping in my bed all week. I wasn't very well. I managed to catch a cold off of somebody. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Lydia. So I managed to catch a cold off one of the kids, which meant I was really, really sick earlier this week. And so I've had lots of Paul and my mum helping the kids get them to school and stuff. And then, towards the end of this week, Friday, I managed to actually get in the car, drive them to school. And then I went and got my eyebrows done. So, because they were really starting to really go funny. And I hadn't done them for 6 months. Hi, Keith. So I hadn't done my eyebrows for 6 months and they were going all funny. So I felt so much more prettier. And then my friend Aisha, because I went to sort out having some acupuncture. So I went for a registration consultation for some acupuncture. So thanks, Aisha, for that recommendation. And I got some lipstick to make myself feel pretty. So I didn't go to any big shops. I went to Wilkinson's because it was the nearest shop to the car park. And to be honest, I wouldn't have been able to manage walking to the other side of town to the Marks and Spencer's or Boots, because I've had a lot of joint pain this week, a lot of like pain in my bones and stuff. And actually my wrist is really bad. I'm holding this up. I can't seem to put this... Good evening, Keith. I can't seem to put my tablet straight, so I'm actually holding it. And I've got the little bear from school. So Orion decided to bring the teddy bear home from school. So I've got him here to remind me that I need to fill out the book before I go to bed. Because last week, Soraya brought home Strawberry. It's this little teddy bear from IKEA that the school have. We couldn't find Strawberry, and it was really quite stressful. And then I had to think, because I'm one of these mums that hides things so well that I don't even know where I've put stuff. I'm really bad with like things like passwords and stuff. And now with chemo brain, I don't know where anything is. So Strawberry, bless her, we found her. She was on top of the microwave. So I thought, where would I put her where I'd know she won't get like lost? And Rainbow is with me right now. So last week, yeah, I was really ill. And then I had some counselling with Bupa, which went really, really well. I got to get a lot off my chest. I did a lot of reading. I did a lot of watching Friends in my bedroom. I did a lot of sleeping. So my old boss from like years ago messaged me. She actually had breast cancer. She found out I had breast cancer. And she actually, I don't know if she said it because she knows I'm a busy mum, or whether she just genuinely said it. I think she just genuinely said it. But she was like, what she didn't do enough of was rest and restoration. So that is what I'm hoping to just do, because I can't keep fighting my body. So it's just about rest. So yeah, so well that I don't even know but with like things like passwords and stuff, everyone's fed and watered, and that's what matters. And then go to school with somewhat clean clothes. Paul's taking care of the washing at the minute because he got fed up of finding odd socks. So I was like, okay, you take care of it then. He was like, yep, that's me, leave it to me. So my energy levels have gone back up as of like Friday. This is like my last week before. Like, so when you have chemo, you have them either every week or every 3 weeks, or however your oncologist tells you to have them. And mine are 3 weeks. And my oncologist is going to phone me on Tuesday because I've got chemo on Friday and I've got blood tests and stuff. But I do have a different type of chemo this time. Thank you, Dee. So she said I look stunning. The guy that I went to see, the acupuncture guy, was like, you look good. Not enough people, I think, that are going through treatment will rock this. Now, it's really weird, and I've said this before. Like, I've tried the wigs, but it feels really like you want a hat or a wig when you're out in the cold, because you do feel the cold and you do feel a bit self-conscious. But then I forget when I do take it off and I walk around without my wig on, that people do, yeah, they're taken aback by it. But I won't always necessarily notice it until I've realised, oh God, like either they're looking at me funny or they're smiling at me funny or whatever. Sorry, I've got the lights down because anyone who knows me knows that Soraya and Orion are still sleeping in my bedroom. Bless them. And yeah, they're asleep. So we put the Christmas tree up tonight. Paul's been a bit of a Grinch where I wasn't very well. I was like, can you get this Christmas tree out and we can do something with the kids? This was on Tuesday and he was like, it's way too early. We never get it out before like the 1st of December, that sort of first weekend. So it would be technically next weekend. But I'm having chemo on Friday and then my next chemo is Christmas Eve. So yeah, we're just going to try and extend Christmas by a week by having it up today. So we got it up today. And I don't know about everyone out there, but I always let the kids just like decorate the tree themselves, and then later on I'll just redecorate it so everything's not just bundled in one place on the tree. But yeah, so last week I was just resting. I was saying at the start of this video that my wrist is really hurting. I think one of my veins might have collapsed. I'm going to double check with them because I had 2 rounds of chemo through one vein and then one through another vein on this side, on my right side.
Oh, lovely, Dee. So some more people telling me they put their Christmas tree up. Yeah, because of COVID, it's like, well, we need to do some stuff to celebrate that flipping tree. See, you're like Paul Keith. Paul's like 12 days before Christmas is when the tree's going up, and I'm like, nah, tree's going up. Not that I've got any, not that I've even done any shopping yet. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get my finger out and start doing some stuff online and looking. So yeah, get your trees up, guys. Enjoy an extended long Christmas. Drink some wine. Drink a wine. Have a toast on me, because I can't drink while I'm on treatment. I will have a sneaky drink at Christmas, but I'm not supposed to. Everything in moderation, hey? So there was a couple of things that happened this week. So I spoke to my counsellor. I did go to a support group, which was really great. Because it was online, obviously, on Zoom. Because what I'm finding is a lot of people that are going through what I've been through, specifically breast cancer, do actually, there are a lot of common, even though we're all going through our own journey, there's a lot of common themes that pop up. So like when I initially talked about like not having life insurance, well, I have life insurance, but not critical illness cover, things like that. So self-care, like, you know, a lot of us don't do enough self-care. And that reminds me, I watched Loose Women. I think it might have been Thursday. I don't always get to watch it, but I watched it, and I think Westlife were doing Loose Women, which was great, because it was like, I was like, all these men just chatting. It's brilliant. It's different, refreshing. But then the woman came on, I don't even know the name of the host, but she came on to talk about what was she saying? You know, is it wrong for Will Smith to put himself first before his wife and his kids? And actually, I mean, I think it's right now, like in hindsight, as I'm getting older, that we do need to put ourselves first. Because if we, and this was quite a lot of what we talk about, you know, when I talk to other people about self-care, because then you end up pouring from an empty cup. So this is why I then went and bought some lipstick, and this is this is why I went and got you know, had the consultation for the acupuncture, because yeah, I need to be well. Us mums need to be well, even us dads out there. So, you know, whatever health condition you're going through, put yourself first. Because I think a lot of what contributed to me finding out about my condition, which was shocking because it doesn't run in my family. I haven't smoked for over 5 years. I don't really drink, you know, I'm not obese or anything. I think it was stress. A lot of it has to be down to the lifestyle we live. And yeah, not looking after ourselves enough. So go and look after yourself. Do something. Go get your nails done if you get your nails done. Go and have a facial. Yeah, have a massage. Book a holiday. Have something to look forward to. Yeah, like buy yourself that nail varnish or that jacket or something. Like, yeah, we only live once. So, hey, hi. So I've been reading loads, watching loads of Christmas films on Channel 5. They always have the daytime movies. I don't know if any other channels do. And I can't be asked sometimes to like put on the, what they call them, like the, like Netflix and Amazon and Hulu, and look for a new series or a movie or something. Sometimes I just want to just have TV in the background, and it's easier, innit? So yes, we've got to put ourselves first so we can be the best versions of of ourselves for the ones we care for. 100%. So I definitely needed to rest, and I've been enjoying reading a lot more this week, which has shown me that my mood's in a better place. What else did I do? I did some budgeting. So normally, periodically, every year, me and Paul will sit down and go through like what bills we've got, things that are coming in and out in the year. And what I've had to find is we've had to do that a lot quicker because obviously my financial situation's changed. So yeah, I guess a lot of people don't consider that. Like if you don't have a policy that's going to help you out, if you're not employed, I'm not employed, and you don't have like sick pay, then what are you going to do? Are you going to sign on? Is your partner able to support you? What are you going to do? So first time in my whole life I've signed on. So, but yeah, there's no shame in that because I've paid my taxes. So, and it's only for a couple of months and I'll be working and I'll be fine. And yeah, so we got to do what we got to do. So this week I've got lots of, and last week, what happened on Thursday, so this is really weird. I have contraception. So I have a Mirena coil. I don't know how many people know this. Actually, there's two things I should talk about this. The Mirena coil is a hormone-based contraception. I've had that in since just before lockdown. It's a good thing because I would have probably had another baby. So, and I probably wouldn't have found out about all of this. So December 2019. So I had a Mirena coil fitted, which, because my breast cancer was HER negative, but progesterone and estrogen positive, and the Mirena coil's gives you like estrogen. It's kind of counterproductive to like have that stay in me while I'm having chemo. It makes no sense because even later down the line when they give me my hormone therapy, it's gonna affect and react to, it's just gonna be a hindrance. So if anyone's got like a hormone-based contraception or even the pill, I guess these things we don't really take into account of. So I've been taking the pill for years. Yeah, I've got 6 kids, but you know, what the ramifications of what we take, how do those things affect us without us realising? So, I had the Mirena coil and I tried to get it removed a couple of times from my doctor and it was just long-winded. They're telling me they can't see the threads, this, that and the other. So I had it done under the hospital and I asked my GP to prescribe me a copper coil. So they just switched it over to that because, you know, you don't ever, you wouldn't want to become pregnant under chemo. I think there's a lot of complications that can come from that. Not that, you know, I'm having kids because my shop is shut. Thank you very much. I've done way more than I need to for the world, and I am done. So this week I just wanted to say that because, you know, a lot of us take contraception without really realising all the side effects, just like the side effects I'm getting from chemo. A lot of us don't realise the side effects that come from having things like the pill, the mini pill. So some of us take it to regulate our periods. I remember taking a pill for many years because being Asian, I would have a lot of hair. Now I have hair nowhere. So, but yeah, this one particular pill, I can't even remember. I think it was called Dianet, and you're only meant to be on it for like a year or 2 years, and I was on it forever and a day. And yeah, all these things, we don't know, I guess, what they're actually doing to us inadvertently. So I don't know. Anyway, so if you're having any kind of hormone related therapy treatment, just maybe consider what kind of contraception you're using. And then somebody that was talking about having breast cancer was talking about that in some women, or I don't know if it's younger women, sometimes on the mammograms it doesn't always show up having breast cancer. I think, I can't remember what it was. I'll have to find out and then come back. But it's something about like the way it shows up, the colour of it. It's like a shadow and it won't necessarily always show up as a lump straight away. But yeah, I can't remember what that was. So I'm not going to talk about it until I remember what that was properly. So yeah, I've been reading. I've been really resting. Really resting. My wrist really hurts, so I need to get that sorted out. So bearing in mind my wrist hurts, and I've got to talk to my oncologist about this. They didn't offer me a port or a PICC line because they don't do PICC lines where I live, but a port or a PICC line is something that's like that it's like a tube then goes inside you. And then I remember my oncologist saying something about the PICC line. Because I've got little kids, you'd have like all these like cables coming out of you because they can do all your blood tests and everything through that. It might not be good for me because I've got the small kids. So, I'm going to ask them to use probably a different vein for my next chemo. And somebody mentioned they might be able to use my leg. But, my wrists really hurt from the chemo. So But then saying that the drugs I'm on now are different to the drugs I was on before. So I've been given some medication that I've got to take a couple of hours before chemo on Friday. I got blood tests. Yeah, so that's pretty much what's happening for me this week. And yeah, that's it. If anyone's got any recommendations for anything to watch, any really good series, or knows when the 6th series of This Is Us is coming out because I'm having withdrawal symptoms, let me know. In the meantime, I'm going to go take Rainbow downstairs to print off pictures of Rainbow for the book for school. Yeah, and if anyone's... Oh, right, so the only other thing is I really want to go out. And now there's a new variant, and Paul is talking about I need to be really, really careful. So, what do we do? What do I do? I mean, I want to live. But yeah, there's this new variant, and it's just a bit like, yeah, what do I do? So, I want to go out. But, yeah, it's really weird because I'm not going to get into it here, actually. But I am vaccinated, so I'm like, and I'm careful, and I wear gloves and a mask and stuff, but I really want to go out. So, yeah. If we weren't in a COVID world, would people that are having chemo be allowed out? I think they would. And it would just be like, use your common sense. So, I kind of really want to go out. Okay, so I've had a comment to keep my ass safe and no going out, and I should stay at home. I want to get out of here. I want to get out. I want to go out. Yeah, so, yeah, let me know. DM me if you've seen this and tell me if you, like, yeah, what, should I just go out? I want to go out. But, yeah, that's it. If anyone's got any messages, if anyone wants to send me a message or has a question, send me a message. Enjoy putting up your trees. I hope you had a lovely Thanksgiving if you celebrated. Happy Hanukkah as well for everyone celebrating. Oh, okay. I will watch Fiery Lane. Thank you for that recommendation. and thank you, Keith. I will listen to you and Shilpa and stay home. Okay, guys. Well, have a lovely night. Thank you so much, as always, for supporting me and listening to where I'm at now. So God bless you all. Take care. Peace. I'll try and shut this down.